Alright, so as many of you may know, Dustin Gaethje, the king of CTE, has won the lightweight belt in spectacular fashion at the White House against none other than the supposedly unbeatable Ilia Topuria. And with that win, he has stapled himself in the top four lightweights of all time, which I personally have him at four, only being below Khabib, Oliveira, and Islam in that order. But before his generational win at the White House, there was a legit argument between who was the better uncrowned king at lightweight, Dustin the Highlight Gaethje or Dustin the Diamond Poirier. Now, personally, I think Gaethje has had the edge on Poirier since around 2021/2022, and especially after Gaethje laid him out stiff at UFC 291, but apparently not everybody thought the same. Like, I'm at work with my friend, and we had just watched the White House card together, and we're both agreeing how Gaethje is above Poirier all time now. But when I state that I personally had Justin above Poirier for a while now, he made it sound like I said something stupid, like how Josh Hokett is a likable fighter, or how people genuinely thought Poirier would do well at welterweight. And honestly, I feel like it's not even that close. I mean, looking at the strength of schedule, who really is Poirier's best win? Conor McGregor, whose last win is Donald Cowboy Cerrone, who hasn't won a fight in who knows when? Bloated Max Holloway on short notice? Michael Chandler? I know he has a win over Gaethje in 2018, but be honest, it's not even close to the Gaethje as of recent. I mean, even Gaethje has a more recent win over Poirier, and in a more dominant fashion, may I say. And before you say that wasn't a prime Poirier, that Poirier went on to derail the BSD hype train and give Islam arguably a second hardest fight after the first Volkanovski fight. I mean, Gaethje ruined Tony Ferguson's 12-fight win streak and basically stole his soul as punishment. I mean, Tony Ferguson never won a fight since then. How many years of his life did Gaethje take from him for Tony to go from the literal boogeyman to someone who got finished by Michael Chiesa? The thing is, Ferguson isn't even the only one. Gaethje took Vizier's soul too, basically. He's 1-4 after fighting Gaethje, and two of those losses are to Gaethje himself. Not to mention Michael Chandler before he became delusional, Paddy Pimblett, Edson Barboza, Cowboy Cerrone. I mean, Gaethje has fought consistent fighters since he joined. Remember in the beginning of the year before Gaethje fought Paddy? I mean, most people had Gaethje losing that fight before it even happened. Like, they just counted him out, and for what? His last loss before that was to Max Holloway, not just some random guy. That Paddy fight showed that Gaethje, despite pushing 40, still had that dog in him. Now, I know my whole point is to try to prove Gaethje has been better even before his Poirier win, but I have to mention it. Name me one Poirier win that is as good as the win Justin has over Poirier. You just can't. Regardless of that though, even look at their losses. Now, I won't count any of Poirier's losses outside of the UFC, which isn't many but still. Now Gaethje has lost to Eddie Alvarez, former champ, Dustin Poirier, Khabib Nurmagomedov, former champ, Charles Oliveira, former champ, Max Holloway, former champ. Not really a bad list to lose to. Alright, now let's look at Poirier's losses. The Korean Zombie, alright, like not a bad loss. Cub Swanson, not a bad loss either at the time, I guess. Conor McGregor, which I mean is understandable, who beat featherweight McGregor. I get that. Michael Johnson. Okay, moving on. Then it goes to Khabib, understandable. Oliveira, understandable. Justin Gaethje, what can I say? Islam Makhachev, more than understandable. And Max Holloway. After that, he retired. I mean, was it really that debatable even before Gaethje got the belt? Maybe before 2022, if that. But anyways, that's just my opinion. What do you think? Thank you for watching.